Honorable Deputy Minister Thembisile Majola, I have some questions to put for you. The Renewable Energy Independent Power Producer Procurement Program is lauded as one of the best competitive bidding programs in the world. Did this program contribute in any way to South Africa's industrialization drive? And if so, how? That is one question. Second one is there anything to learn for other SADC countries in their endeavor to scale up sustainable energy? Is South Africa ready to assist the member states? And if yes, how? And again, back to SACREEE role and expectations from South Africa in energy sector. What are the SACREEE role and expectations fundamental? Honorable Minister.
I'm assuming it's working. Thank you. Thank you. I'll try and deal with them quite quickly. Yes, our IPP office has done tremendous work, I think, in terms of developing the program. And this has been lauded as one of the best programs. And I must say in South Africa as well, this was a very important process and continues to be, because it has a number of objectives. One, around the issue of industrialization, as you said. We really haven't got to the level we want to be, but we have managed to get some manufacturing capacity. We've had a number of companies coming up and setting up components, but this has then not been able to get to the level of industrialization that we'd like, because you'd really need to be rolling this out consistently for the companies to keep on being able to be viable. I think this also brings up the aspect of harmonization of standards within the region. Because if you have an institution like SACREEE that can be at the center of these programs, then you'll be able to say when there are programs in this country, they'll be able to operate in that country. Because we have to go at a pace that's affordable, sustainable for us as a country, and not just looking at the issue of saying we need to keep it up, because the costs, even though they have come down, are quite daunting. The costs that we have right now do escalate on an annual basis. These are long-term programs. So on an annual basis, the cost escalates, and it will be quite unsustainable for us if we just continue at a pace that is only managed by the private sector. In terms of SADC, I think we have already indicated in a number of meetings, and we've had some countries already coming and interacting with our independent power producers program, mainly on the solar and wind, but that program as well has got others, even in the coal sector and biogas and other small hydros. It's been a learning curve. It's done very well, but clearly there are a number of things that we can improve around that, because currently we thought it was important that the government takes quite a bit of the risk in terms of making sure that whatever is produced is purchased. But maybe looking into the future, we'll have to find ways in which we can share some of the costs in terms of balancing the system, especially for wind, and making sure that that energy that's produced at off-peak periods can be stored in batteries, which right now the costs of those batteries are quite high. In terms of how it has been managed itself, I think it has been very good, because it's been a public-private partnership and has worked quite well, has been quite transparent, but it does continue to be relatively expensive. So in terms of our theme today, this is one of the areas that we feel we have not gotten to the level we want to be in terms of participation of women and young people, because it's still quite inaccessible for them, because it really is quite capital intensive. So I'm glad that the DVSA and others are here, because this is an area that if we do not get the young people in, it will die, the industry will die, because young people have not been incorporated and they are the future, and we are moving into the 4th industrial revolution. And I think if we look around the room right now, most of us were born long before that revolution began. So we do need the young people to come in and really give it some energy around that. In terms of our role within SACREEE, we do believe that SACREEE is very important. It has to be supported by the region, but we need to also make sure that members own SACREEE. So some of the challenges that have come about, which have delayed the process of actually formalizing it, I think those are some of the things that we have already had some discussions with the minister here to say we think we need to sit down around the table, resolve those ones so that we move forward. It is not useful for us to just sign for the sake of signing. We want SACREEE to do its work, to be sustainable and serve the member countries in the region. Is that sufficient?
I think it's